Hi, I'm Shanmugam. Today we are playing We Are Not Really Strangers. Okay, first question. What character would I play in a movie? You know, I can't act to save my life and no one is likely to give me a movie part. I would play a lawyer, will come naturally. And one of my favorite characters is Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. What would your younger self not believe about your life today? I have to say, when I was young, I had a very modest view of my abilities, and that framework continues to shape my thinking. So my younger self would have been very surprised if it was told that I will be handling 2 ministries, making a lot of decisions that affect a lot of people. What question are you trying to answer most in your life right now? Very simple. I make a lot of decisions, so the key question for me always is, what's the right thing to do? What is my duty to do? And what's the compliment you wish you received more frequently? I will say this in all seriousness. The question is intended to be lighthearted, but this is a serious point I'll make to everyone and something that I remind myself. Your idea of yourself, your sense of self-worth should not depend on other people's views. And it can't depend on whether you get a high number of compliments or a high number of brickbats. Then you'll be like a little piece of wood that's on the sea waves going up and down. Just do what you think is right. What are you more afraid of, failure or success, and why? If you go back to a poem that I like a lot, triumph and disaster are both imposters. Just like compliments and brickbats, you've got to be able to treat whatever happens with equanimity. Take it with certain calmness. But I will be more cautious about triumph, because triumph, if you are not careful, brings about hubris. And hubris usually brings about a fall. If you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invincible? Goodness, I think anyone who thinks he is invincible needs to have his head examined. I can walk out of here and I could be run over. In a moment, your life can change entirely and everything can collapse. Next question. When you're asked, how are you? How often do you answer truthfully? Let me put it this way. Many of us ask people, how are you? Do you really expect them to give you a chapter and verse of how today was, yesterday was, and the day before? I think it's a kind of opener to start a conversation. How are you really? Quite okay.